Okay, so for our last couple problems that we're going to do, we're going to work on using the double angle identity formulas with proving identities. So we're going to try to do two or three just to see how it goes. Okay, so remember, you're trying to prove equality here. So you can't use properties of equality like you normally would, which would be adding and subtracting from both sides, multiplying, dividing, things like that. Okay, so let's try it out. So I have tangent x, cotangent, whoops, squared x, okay, and then 2 sine x, cosine x, all over 1 minus cosine 2x. Okay, so I am probably going to end up working both sides of this, but I'm not going to bring anything over the equal sign. So let's first tackle this. Okay, so that is cosine of 2x, so I am going to replace it with another identity. Okay. So I'm going to go 1 minus 2 sine squared x, because I like that one. Okay, so 2 sine x, cosine x on the top. Okay, so now I have a negative outside parentheses, so I have 1 minus 1, then plus 2 sine squared x. So that's 2 sine x, cosine x. 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 sine squared x. Okay, so now canceling sine and cosine can get a little tricky, so I'm going to help myself out, do a little rewrite here, and say 2 sine x cosine x, 2 sine x times sine x. Okay, so now the 2 cancels with the 2, sine cancels with cosine, and now I have cosine over sine. Okay, that doesn't look so bad. But notice on the left hand side, I don't have anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change up tangent and cotangent squared into terms of sine and cosine. So I know that tangent is sine over cosine. I know that cotangent is cosine over sine. I'm going to square that. Okay, now I'm going to do the same kind of rewrite as I did on the left in the orange, just to kind of make my life a little easier. And now I can start canceling. And check that out. I have a match on both sides. And I didn't move anything over the equal sign, so I know I'm done with my identity. Okay? All right. Now, identities are kind of fun because it's kind of like solving a puzzle and you're trying to find different parts and how to fit them together. So I particularly enjoy them. You guys might disagree with me. Okay, let's try another one. All right, for this one, I have 1 minus cosine 2x divided by tangent of x is equal to sine 2x. Okay, so one strategy to solve an identity is to get everything in terms of sine and cosine. So again, cosine 2x, I'm going to use the sine squared one because I like it. And then tangent is sine x over cosine x. Now I'm working both sides of this identity. I'm not going to work each side separately, though I can. Okay, but notice again, I haven't brought anything over from the left to the right or to the right to the left. Okay, so now, okay, distribute your negative. And again, this looks really bad, looks sloppy, but okay, so 1 minus 1, those cancel. So we are left with 2 sine squared x all over sine cosine x. And then we're going to invert and multiply on the left-hand side. So I get 2 sine squared x times cosine x over sine x. And again, you're trying to get both the left and the right hand side to match. Okay, I'll pull my little rewrite trick. You don't have to do this if you don't need to, but sometimes it makes it easier to see what the heck is going on. So sine cancels with sine, and check that out. We're done. Okay, so that's how you prove an identity. Okay, now an identity is kind of different problem each time, so there's really no set algorithm. There are tips and tricks, but that's it. Okay, again, I find them a little enjoyable.